to our own. You're never alone. You always have this companion for life who is every other facet of you.
Look, Pan. It says I mustn't let Mrs. Coulter get hold of it, or we'll all die.
Everybody has this animal, a demon, which represents their inner person, who they are.
Who's she?
People can talk with their demons.
Dunno. But she shut up the master all right.
Nobody else really notices it. And they understand each other completely.
As a child, your demon is able to take whatever form it wants to. So Pantalaimon, who is Lyra's demon, is able to change into all kinds of shapes.
I think having a demon is like, instead of wearing your heart on your sleeve, it's your heart walking side by you.
The worst thing that could happen is that someone would take your demon away from you. And the most terrifying thing would be to see a human being without their demon.
This goes on and on and on. This was like a 30-minute thing in the end of the movie. I mean, can you imagine? Poor kids have no idea what's coming at them. And here they're sitting there going, oh, I want to go see this movie with these fuzzy little characters and these things like this. And that's what's coming at them? Pan's alignment can be your demon. He can be your friend. See, there's a couple different angles that Satan is really working at here. One of them is to make it look like evil is actually good. And this is one of the angles that they're starting to get to. And look, if our youth are not reading their Bible, do you think they're going to grow up and get married and teach their kid to read their Bible? So the devil can easily weed us out simply by focusing us on this and not reading your Bible. And then this is the information that you're getting. He can take us away. This is the golden compass thing that is in this movie. If you look at each one of these things, they're super occultic and they actually have various different meanings to them, but there's a couple here, like the serpent is evil, guile, natural wisdom. The angel is messenger, hierarchy, disobedience. So, I mean, they're just all upside down, backwards things. Apple is sin, knowledge, vanity. Madonna, motherhood. What about this character? Peter Pan. Peter Pan. What's the storyline of Peter Pan? He doesn't want to grow up, right? What is not growing up symbolizing? Why don't you want to go to let's go to a world where you never have to grow up, you never have to grow old, you never have to work, you can do whatever you want to. You don't follow the law. Didn't the devil tell all the angels in heaven that exact same thing? Don't you want to go to a place where you don't have to follow God? You don't have to do this. You can be your own God. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. And we have retold these stories, repackaged them, put them in, gave them to the kids, and we just keep showing them by repetition. Think back onto what we learned about yesterday. Repetition is what sinks this stuff into your head. What about this guy? Pan. He looks like Pan, walks like Pan, talks like Pan, plays the Pan flute. But yet in this movie, he's your friend. You see how they constantly are throwing this thing out there at you that the devil, he's your friend. He can be your friend. Deuteronomy 18:10-12 says, there shall not be found among you any one of you that maketh his son pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all these that do these things are a what? Abomination to the Lord. So how is it that we can use those things to tell the gospel story? It's pretty cut and dry to me. And we don't even have to go into, is C.S. Lewis a good guy? Is he not a good guy? Doesn't matter. You can base it just off of, are they using wizardry? Are they using magic? These kind of things. Beware of false prophets, and them that come to you in sheep's clothing, but are inward are raven wolves. And it's my sheep in wolf's clothing there, if you can't tell that. Anybody heard of a movie called Saved? Yeah. Was it a Christian movie? Did you hear that? It's supposed to be a Christian movie. Can I tell you the premise of this movie? Okay? Saved. It says, heaven help us. Got a little halo over her head. She's a Christian girl, popular Christian girl, dating this guy that is kind of a popular guy. He tells her that he's gay. So all of a sudden she says, I want to lose my virginity to him, and loses her virginity all in the sake of making him straight.
Oh, dear. That's messed up.
Here's what she gets pregnant. I actually haven't even seen this movie. I just read about it. But here's what Siskert and Ebert and Robert Roper, or whatever those two guys are that always do the movie reviews, they gave it 2 thumbs up, saying that people are going to think this movie was an attack on Christianity. What it is basically an attack on intolerance. That's what they're going to start to call Christian people that don't get in line with the state of California and where they're trying to push their agendas, is that we are the ones that are intolerant. A wickedly funny divine comedy. How can you even put those 2 words together in the same sentence? American Pie, another teenage sex movie that came out when I was a teenager, and this was like quite a popular film, all just looking at teenage sex. What I do want to point out to you, though, and I kind of want to go off on a little bit of a tangent here with the whole sex push in Hollywood. I'm going to show you a movie clip, or a video clip of a TV news channel that went around and asked a bunch of kids that actually saw this movie what they thought about it.
Mystery that Hollywood peddles adult material to children. Now let's see how this spoon-fed material has affected them.
You've heard one insider describe how the Hollywood machine marketed his R-rated movie to an audience too young to go see it.
What movie did you see?
American Pie. I saw American Pie.
American Pie 2.
American Pie. American Pie.
I'm 15. 14. 15.
13. 12. 12. 13.
Who wants me to touch Amber?
Oh, yeah! I love lesbians. They're great.
2 girls are lesbians.
The lesbian scene.
That's hilarious.
How aware are children of the corrosive influences? And they seem to pick up everything like sponges.
Yeah, it's like Play-Doh. Put a piece of Play-Doh on a table and it picks up everything. Kids are Play-Doh. They don't even know what they've picked up.
12 years old. Do you think that any 12-year-old has an idea, basically, what sex really is at that point? And what it is meant for, and is going and watching a movie like this and watching such a twisted view of it and walking away from it going, that was the best part of the whole movie. Why is the devil attacking our sexuality so strongly? Why? I'm going to show you a couple statistics. The Rand Corporation just did a study, and they said that all across all age groups, teens who saw the most sex on television were twice as likely to initiate intercourse within the next year as those who saw it the least. Twice as high. So they're overexposed. Here's some interesting statistics. 75% of primetime television in the year 2000 season included sexual content. 75%. 23% of couples in scenes with intercourse were in between 18 to 24. Movies have an 87% likelihood of presenting sexual material. What a strange time that we live in, that you go to a movie and you watch 2 other people do this very intimate act. It's just crazy where our society's come to. The average American adolescent will view nearly 14,000 sexual references per year. 14,000. Premarital sex is referred to 2 or 3 times every hour in soap operas. Sexual content on primetime TV has tripled in the past 10 years. That was in March 2000. Where are we now? So if it tripled in 10 years, where is it now?